Back in Milwaukee under yellow for the second time today. A hard impact into the turn 2 wall by 19-year-old rookie Chris Festa. Let's take a look.
There it is. He's all by himself. Turn 2, just the rear of the car comes around and then kind of straight back impact. And that's a tough impact. There we see Marty Roth. He just kind of a slide in avoidance. He didn't make any contact.
Yeah, watch Jay Drake just get by. He's right behind the spinning car. Here's Jay Drake, takes a hard left and just gets by in front of Festa, who tags the wall. And remember, this racetrack has no safer barriers. That's all concrete when he hits right there with the attenuator.
Yeah, and you can see how his head just kind of rises up a little bit and hits the back of the car. You know, a straight back impact is tough like that.
Green flag back out, 26 laps to go, and here we got a battle for the lead, and the jump gear works again for Wade Cunningham. He's able to get a jump on the start and go inside of Jeff Simmons and retake the lead.
And no question about that. I mean, Wade just timed that perfectly. You know, that's fun. If you think back to Nashville, I said to Wade, Wade, did you not have right restart gears in? He said, no, I just didn't time things right. Obviously, he's got a great restart stack in his gearbox right now. He went by Jeff like he's standing still on this.
We'll be okay.
If you just joined our coverage, Wade Cunningham led the first 30 laps by virtue of a great start here at the drop of the green flag. Simmons made the pass and led the next 43 laps until just a moment ago when Cunningham goes back by on the restart.
Yeah, these last 25 laps, they're going to be exciting. And remember what we said you have to manage your tires, patience with your tires. A guy who sat on the pole, Jamie Camara, he dropped back on the field. Now Jamie is right there hounding Jeff Simmons for second place. So his car has come back to him, or he's managed his tires very well, that he's got a good race car underneath him right now.
Wade Cunningham, 20 years of age, from Auckland, New Zealand, a protege of Scott Dixon, the 2003 IRL IndyCar Series champion, a fellow Kiwi from New Zealand who's come to this country and been very successful in open wheel racing.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job. That's a fact. One guy who's probably not, you know, making nice comments under his breath in his helmet is Jeff Simmons. Prior to that yellow, remember, Jeff Simmons had about a 7-second lead on Wade.
Cunningham finished second 3 times. St. Petersburg, Indianapolis, Texas, and back at Indy on the road course. He is yet to win, making only his 8th career start. Driving for legendary car owner Brian Stewart. Stewart, who won in Indy Light competition 31 times with names like Paul Tracy, Cristiano D'Amata, Brian Herta, P.J. Jones, Felipe Giafoni, Marco Greco, Ayrton Dare, name after name after name, have raced in Brian Stewart's cars and made the jump to the major leagues of IndyCar racing. Was exactly what this young man, Wade Cunningham, hopes to do.
He does, and Brian Stewart is the perfect guy to do that. And Brian, that's what he knows his role is. He says, I want to bring young drivers along, give them an opportunity, show them what they can do, and get them in a good IndyCar ride. And that list, that says a whole bunch about what he's gotten done.
Brian Stewart, who entered into the Canadian Hall of Fame as an IndyCar and Indy Lights owner this past year. A well-deserving tribute to the car owner, who has never won, as I mentioned earlier, in Menard Infiniti Pro Series competition.
Yeah. So
Laps to go, Wade. You can do it.
A little pumping up there for our leader, Wade Cunningham. But one thing to think about in terms of styles and approach, Wade Cunningham, he is our leader right there. The red and black car, Jeff Simmons, the red and white car right behind him. Jeff Simmons has been shifting every lap. He set his car up where he's downshifting going into the corner, and then he's upshifting coming off of turn 4. Is that going to make a difference in terms of the power band of these motors? Like right there in turn 3 and 4, it seems as though he closes the gap. Boom, there's where his upshift happens. Is that going to make a difference as we wind down through these last 20 laps? I don't know. We'll find out.
We mentioned the Cunningham-Dixon connection, Scott Dixon being sort of a mentor here. It was actually Scott's dad, Ron, who helped the young Cunningham come to this country. He's standing by with Cameron Steele.
Well, Ron, I don't know if you were expecting this much success so early. 5 podiums, 2 fourth place finishes. The worst he's done is 4th. Are you guys ready for the win here?
Yeah. I really think we've got a good chance now. The traffic stopped us earlier. He seems to be running a bit wider line, and it's working for him, and he's playing it safe. So, yeah, I think we've got a good chance, but you don't count your chickens before they hatch, mate.
That's for sure. He's been the bridesmaid 4 times, looking for his first win on the series.
And Ron Dixon, of course, Scott Dixon's dad, and a huge help to Wade Cunningham, who's only holding off now Simmons by about a car length and a half, and Simmons closing here in the final lap, takes a peek to the inside. You talked about it, Robbie Buell. Got to have full throttle. Got to finesse the Firestones. Did Cunningham use those tires up too much on some of those restarts?
Yeah, both of these guys are very savvy race car drivers. They know what to do. And what Jeff Simmons is doing right now, he's just hounding the back of Wade coming, kind of poking his nose, looking inside, trying to break Wade's concentration. And obviously, you know, they both have very good cars, but I would say Jeff's got the upper hand right now. Jeff is the one that's forcing Wade into potentially making a mistake and pushing him. There he is, right there.
Simmons, a 28-year-old veteran making his 25th start. He's been around a lot longer. He's twice gone to victory lane, but never has Ken Hartley, who he's driving for, won in the series. Simmons would love to give Hartley a win. Gets way high, and Cunningham holds the low groove.
Yeah, and what Jeff is doing by trying to get wide and then coming down to the apex is the greater the radius, the greater the speed. So he's just trying to set his car up. And without a doubt right now, Jeff Simmons is a faster race car than Wade Cunningham, but he just can't find a way by.
Are they going to get this guy for blocking yet or no? Not yet, but you need to get him off at 2, Jeff. Just get him off at 2. Get right on his butt and get him off of 2.
That voice that we heard that said, are we going to get this guy blocking? That was Jeff Simmons making a comment about Wade Cunningham. But like I say, right now, Jeff has just got to keep his composure and keep pounding away at him and keep filling his mirrors and try and force him to having a little hiccup. If Wade has one little hiccup, there's the window of opportunity to get by.
And Wade Cunningham, I know if you want to win your first race, you'll do everything but throw the helmet at the guy behind you, I think.
Oh, you know, from a driver's perspective, I understand it absolutely everything that both these guys are trying to do to get this win.
Gotta run inside.
What we just heard there, that was Wade Cunningham's spotter letting him know that Jeff Simmons had a good run up on him and is looking inside. And the spotters aren't driving the race car. They're up there providing information. 12 laps to go. You just heard it.
Jeff Simmons, a 2-time winner. Whoa, a little bit of wobble on both those cars entering the corner.